Good morning and welcome to the Human Race Chiltern 100 here in the sunny Chiltern Hills. As the sun breaks through, hopefully the layers can come off. It's starting to get warmer and the crowds are starting to fill up. The first wave goes off in about 5 minutes time and we're going to be following their progress. We're here with Jeff, and Jeff is going to be riding the 100 mile today. Jeff, this is unfinished business for you.
Yeah, last year I unfortunately had to sort of give up after 140k. It was a very wet, horrible day. The muscles didn't seem to like it. But yeah, no, this needs to be complete today.
Well, fingers crossed. The sun's starting to burn through now, thankfully, and it looks like it's going to be a bit warmer.
So it's Saturday the 14th of May, Chiltern 100 tomorrow. Today's been a pretty relaxing day, to be honest. Well, having said that, I've been looking after my boys whilst my wife's been away. But I've been sorting the bike out, making sure that the chain is nice and clean. It's all looking nice and smart. I've been eating and drinking loads of good stuff. Legs are feeling nice and fresh. So let's just fingers crossed for tomorrow, and hopefully do their job tomorrow and finish within the 8-hour target. Cheers.
And what time are you aiming for today here?
8 hours. 8 hours.
8 hours target.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you. So here we are, we're approaching 7 o'clock in the morning and they're queuing up frantically to get to the start line. These are going to be the guys going out on the long distance, so they're going for the 100 mile route today. And here they go, they're all off. The first wave are just leaving now on the Human Race Chiltern 100, and we'll hopefully see them in a few hours' time. Good morning, Mark.
Morning, my friend. How are you?
Very good, thank you very much. Yourself?
I'm very well, thank you.
Why the Chiltern 100?
I do these human race things because for me it started as 4 years ago as a weight loss. So I've come down from 19 stone to 15 stone and,
well done,
and a lot of pounds and blood pressure and heart rate and all that stuff. And these guys organise. They're really well put together.
Yeah.
So when you turn up at the end of one of these things at midnight, as I did last year, and the MD Nick is still there saying come across the line, and they know you are. It's pretty cool.
We're getting through the riders now, they're all on their way out. We've seen a whole selection of different types of bikes, from carbon fibre, aluminium, titanium, deep section rims, right the way down to good old alloy rims. There's a whole range of age groups here, from young riders right the way through to bordering senior citizens. But they're all here, they're all enjoying it, and they're all out on the road. Good morning, Claire.
Morning.
Welcome to Chiltern 100.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Very excited to be here.
Excited to be here?
Well, it's a beautiful morning, sun shining, and it seems like a good morning for a ride. I've just got off the train in Wendover station and I'm having a little warm-up ride in the Chilterns. It's actually just the way home to my parents' house where I grew up, and it's really quite lovely. It's great to be back. The Chiltern Hills are definitely hilly though. Just in the last 10 minutes I found that out. It should be fun tomorrow, but I think it's going to be hard work.
And have you been doing lots of training in the build up to this?
No, never enough.
That's the wrong answer. You meant to say yes even if you haven't.
Yeah, I've been training really hard. No, I've just moved back from Australia, back to the UK, and in the last few weeks I've kind of just been moving countries basically and haven't had a lot of time for doing much cycling, but I'm hoping to get back into it now.
And any particular reason why you chose this event?
Well, I'm actually from just down the road, and the route actually goes through the village where I grew up. So it's actually really quite exciting, sort of being back in the country and getting to cycle around fairly familiar territory.
Good morning, Mick. Welcome to Chiltern 100.
Oh, yeah.
How you feeling?
Yeah, good. Yeah, a little bit hesitant because it's been, the last time I did it was 2013, so I've done it 3 times before. Yeah. And done it quite reasonably well. But obviously now it's a huge challenge because of the...
You've been on a bit of a journey, haven't you?
Yeah, I had an accident just over 2 years ago and fell off a roof and managed to break 26 bones. So broke my back in 4 places. I've got metalwork in there, metalwork on my scapula, fractured my skull, busted all these ribs. So yeah, they did say, I mean, it was tough enough for them to keep me alive because potentially all my family was warned that, you know, this is it. I was in a coma for quite a few days. I was in hospital for 7 weeks in total. Had to wear a back brace. Yeah. So at times they said, you know, this guy potentially is not going to live. He's not going to walk. Yeah. And the thought of riding a bike, you can forget that. So you know, it's been a real tough couple of years, but you know, the last 6 months I was quite determined to get back on the bike, and so here we are today. So it's now Tuesday the 10th of May with 5 days left before the Chiltern 100. Most of the training prep work has now been done. I've done a couple of large rides, 100-mile rides the last couple of weekends, lots of early morning rides, work in the gym, mainly to lose weight. I've managed to lose a couple of stones since December. So in terms of preparation, that's now done. I think what I need to do over the next few days is maybe a couple of more sessions in the gym, do a little bit more cardio work. I've just done a 30-minute turbo training session. So I think it's done now. We just need to perhaps rest a little, try and sort of recuperate a little bit just in preparation for what's in store on Sunday. So fingers crossed the weather's good, and you know, just let's see how it goes on Sunday.
And you've been building up to this gradually?
Yeah, I've, because I wasn't exercising at all, I managed to put on a couple of stone. I was 18 stone.
As you do.
I was 18 stone 3 back in December. Yeah. Now I'm 16.3, so I'm almost down to, you know, 15.5 stone, which is what is ideal for me for cycling. Yeah. So yeah, the last sort of 6-8 weeks have been really focusing on losing weight, building up the endurance, because I've had problems with my lungs as well due to the accident. Yeah. That's been a major factor, just keeping my breath really. Yeah. So yeah, it's been huge. It's been tough for the whole family, you know. But for me, it's a case of just I've got to get back. We'll see.
Sunday morning, the sun's shining, the skies are blue.
The weather couldn't be any better.
And you're riding a Trek Meadow.
Yep. I thought, you know what, by buying the bike, I needed to get myself fit enough to warrant riding a bike like this. So we'll see how it goes.
I think you've earned it, mate. Enjoy
Cheers,
today,
mate.
and we'll catch up with you on course.
All right, splendid. Cheers,
mate. Thanks very much.
Right,
Take care.
Cheers, bye.
We've already said that there's a wide range of bikes here, and as you can see just on this racking, we've got Trek, we've got Bianchi, we've got Condor, we've got Canyon, and we're back to Specialised and Trek again. Massive range, massive different price ranges from starter level right the way through to pro. We've seen everything from £500–600 bikes to the legendary Bike of the Year, £10,000 Trek Meadow. Another wave on their way out on the 100-mile. Soon we'll be starting off with the shorter guys, but I'm amazed that there's more and more people arriving. We've seen people turning up all morning, but there's continual flow of cars coming in and there's a continual flow of riders going out. This is set to be a great event. All the riders are well on their way now, so we've come out on course to see how they're getting on. Beautiful day, beautiful scenery, beautiful event. There's 2 courses today. There's a 100 mile and a 60 mile. The 100 mile weaves its way through the countryside, taking in up to 2,700 metres of climbing. This isn't big punchy climbs, these are small undulating climbs. There's then a 60 mile route which takes in 1,900 metres of climbing. As the event's well underway now, everybody's starting to find their own little groups that they're riding in. And as you can see from down here, people are starting to stick together and helping one another. Some of them will be faster on the descents, some of them will be faster on the climbs, but ultimately they're here to help one another. One of the great things about this event is that there's such a variation of climbing, descending, and some nice tempo riding. There's plenty of opportunity to grab a bite to eat or have a drink. Everybody else is out on course now. All the riders are underway, and so far the weather's been kind. We've still got blue skies, the sun's breaking through, but the climbs aren't so kind. These guys have been going really, really well. Really enjoying today, riding well together as a group. Let's see what happens as they hit the bottom of White Leaf Climb. Here we are at the 60 mile point and feed station number 2. One of the key features of Sportives for many people are the feed stations. By the time you're 60 miles in, you're probably feeling a little bit hungry. You've probably had enough of the gels. So now it's time for cake. So Jamie, 60 miles in,
yep.
Feed station number 2. You're enjoying the ride here today?
Beautiful, we couldn't have wanted for better weather.
It's been quite cool, hasn't it? It's been quite nice in the build up and it's now starting to warm up a bit.
It just makes it so much easier.
Good.
Perfect conditions.
So Jeff, 60 miles in, second feed station. How are you finding it?
Yeah, it's not too bad to be honest. The actual legs over the last like 10-15k have started to spasm a bit. So I ran out a bit of water, so make sure I've rehydrated, but yeah, no, it's all right.
Good. And what's your favourite snack at the feed station here?
Wine gums.
Wine gums?
Yeah.
Any cake in there?
A little bit of cake. I must admit I'm actually a bit rubbish on race day. I sort of, I should eat some proper food, but I actually just get stuck into gels and wine gums most of the day.
And then pace-wise, are you where you wanting to be at the moment?
So 24.1 is the average at the moment.
Yeah.
So that'll take me on for like 7 hours as opposed to 8.
Okay.
So, but yeah, the last 70k will not be as probably easy as the first 100. So,
probably not, but it's all the fun of the fair.
Absolutely,
so,
absolutely.
But you're enjoying yourself?
Yeah, no, the weather's good, so...
and you've been chatting to people out on the road? How's the camaraderie out there?
No,
Is everybody relatively chatty?
No, there's some good banter and there's some particularly inspiring older chaps out there just motoring on. They must be in their 70s and they're just making us youngsters look.
That's because they've got all day to ride.
Probably.
Keep up the good work, mate. All the very best, and we'll see you at the finish line.
Thanks.
Laters.
Here we are seeing the guys leaving the second feed station. They're now 60 miles in, 40 left, one more feed station, and they're home and dry back to the airfield. The skies are still blue and the sun's still shining, so everybody's happy. Now we've made it out of the second feed station, they've hit a bit of a flat section and now they're hitting the first climb. It's quite a steep one up through the woods, but the advantage is when you get to the top of here, clear blue skies, bright sunshine, plenty of time to chill out for a minute before it all starts again. thankfully today we've not seen too many punches. There's been a few by the side of the road, but most people seem to have things under control. I think there's a bit of reprieve here for the guys. The road's going to even out a little bit. Maybe it's a chance to take on some mid-section refreshments before we get to the next feed station. For a lot of the riders today, it's going to have felt like up, up, up. So they're going to be really pleased to know that they've got this nice flowing descent coming through the village with the sun shining, taking them through to the finish. Here we are, final feed station of Chiltern 100. Basically everybody's on the home straight. They've had a great ride today, they've had great weather, great road conditions, great course. I've not heard any negative feedback about the event, organisation, everybody's really chuffed, and so they should be. Nick, final feed stop of Chiltern 100. How have you found today's event?
Yeah, it's been great. Weather's been great, well organised, nice roads, nice weather. Nice.
Good signage?
Yep, pretty clear.
Impressed with the feed stations?
Yeah.
And how have you got on yourself? Have you, in the time frames you were aiming for today?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah?
Managed to stay together with our group and
good
climbs.
And would you recommend human race events?
I would. I've done one in Wales and this is my second one.
So you've done the dragon ride, have you?
Yeah.
Brilliant, and this is your second?
Yeah.
So you'll be back again?
Next year.
Brilliant, look forward to seeing you soon. Last feed station, 14 miles to go. How have you found today?
Almost there, it was great, I mean, the weather was fantastic, the organisation was very well done, and I hope last climb is done. So I hope it'll be downhill going forward.
So have you ridden the way that you would have hoped to ride today?
Yeah, I think we did well actually. We're going faster than we thought.
Brilliant. It's been an amazing day for the riders here at the Human Race Chiltern 100. It wasn't too warm this morning and it's warmed up gradually throughout the day, giving them a really pleasant ride, leading into a nice finish. After the final feed station, there's 14 miles to go with some rolling countryside and the brutal final climb. We've even got spectators out on the road today. It's great to see families coming out and sitting by the side of the road to watch a Sportive. It really is brilliant to see and showing that cycling really has got a place on our roads in this country, and we're all warming to seeing more and more cyclists out and about. If you don't feel it in your legs after you've got to the top of this, then you seriously need to be doing a bigger event. Here we are back at the finish line with Jeff. Jeff, we spoke this morning before you were heading out. Some unfinished business.
Yeah, and it's
how did we get on?
Yeah, it's finished. 7 hours 24 minutes, under the 8 hours. So that's good.
Good. Yeah. So ready for the next challenge?
Yep, Paris on Friday. So just look after the legs and going to be eating and drinking sensibly this week, and hopefully a recovery time.
Good. You pleased you came back and had another crack?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great event. It's the Chiltern 100. It's a testing event, so I'd recommend it to anybody.
How did you find today?
Yeah, very much.
Feed station's good. Signage.
Yeah, great. The potatoes with salt, they were amazing.
Excellent.
Sorry?
The potatoes were excellent.
The potatoes were excellent. You're not the first person to have said that. I got to the feed station and I saw the potatoes and I had to try the potatoes because everybody's been telling me about these potatoes. It's kind of, I think that's the real reason why everybody comes and does the Sportive.
Exactly, for the potatoes.
You had a good day.
Yeah.
Great.
You achieved what you wanted to.
Yeah.
Enjoy your beer. Thank you.
Bye.
Cheers. How do you guys find it?
Challenging.
Challenging?
But enjoyable. Loved it.
And you were just saying a minute ago, this is your...
My 9th road ride.
9th ever road ride?
Ever.
Mountain bike before?
Never.
So you just picked up a road
I've
bike
got it in January. I started and that's it. Love it.
But no, really well organised. Really enjoyed it.
Job done?
All done. Yeah, job done. Very pleased with the time. Ride time 7:19. So I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. You know, to be told that I was never going to sort of ride a bike, let alone or even walk and that kind of stuff. To be able to do that again, having done it 3 times before, I'm very, very pleased.
Good. Well, thank you very much for coming today. Thanks for sharing your story. Pleasure to meet you. Wish you all the very best in Carcassonne and everything else you're doing.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll see you at another event, or see you here, or maybe even see you on the road somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks very much.
Right, cheers.
Take care. Everybody behind me has achieved what they set out to do, either 100 miles or 60 miles. The sky stayed blue, the sun stayed out, there's been no rain whatsoever, and I've had nothing but good feedback. Everybody's well impressed with this event, whether it's the route, whether it's the marshalling, the signage, the feed stations, they've all had a great day. That was the Chiltern 100.